morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's talk guitar. It's early morning. It's almost 5 o'clock here on the East Coast. I've been up working on the material for my boot camp that's happening this Saturday. So I've been working on some details as far as that. Did some practicing, working on the International Musician Summit retreat that's happening this May. So it's been a lot going on, and then I've been doing some practicing. But I thought I would come on this morning. A lot of times, my overseas friends, they are on a 6-hour different time zone. So I like to come on at different times and be able to share different things with all of them and all of you. So it's 4:57 a.m. where I'm at, and I'm here to talk about some guitar. And it's going to be open to any questions that you may have as far as playing chords and progressions and, how to get started, how to move into being a professional guitar player, or if you're just a hobby guitar player and you just want some tips on how to phrase chords, different triads, and all of that good stuff. All of that stuff that you guys love to hear, and I absolutely love to play. So come on in, and when you come in, please don't be ashamed to let me know where you're viewing from. Some of you, most of the people on the East Coast, are probably viewing from bed because it's early. But I like to hear from you. I have my comment section over here on this, I should say this screen because it's over here. And so I'll be able to, if you see me looking up, it's only because I'm looking to catch the comments so I don't miss anything that you guys may say. You'll probably hear my phone ringing. Even though it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I still get notifications and I get text messages and all of that good stuff from people all over the world. They want to know different things about guitar. All right, let's begin by talking about, because I talked about triads, and a lot of people say, Kevin, you are the triad king, and that's a compliment to me. Can I play other chords? Yeah, but I like playing triads. Good morning, Aaron. Good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a minute. Yes, VA. But yeah, it's not something bad if you're playing triads. I like playing triads because it opens up different possibilities when you're playing with a big band. You got this big old band, and everybody's playing these big chords, and they're playing all of that stuff. And you can get lost in that if you're playing with a keyboard player, organ player, like I do in church. We have a really big band. So we're playing in those keys, and they're playing in those frequencies. I'm like, I don't want to turn up, but I still want my guitar to kind of cut through. So there are several things that I like to do. One is play triads and play different inversions. And the other is play arpeggios. So I'm going to explain each. Like playing triads, right? So if everybody's playing in this big G chord, right? If I play here, or I play here, or here, even way up here is even better. Because what happens is, it cuts through the mix while everyone is here, and I'm here. Because the higher frequency is the same triad, but it's inverted. Maybe the first inversion or the second inversion of a particular chord. So when I talk about inversions too, I just want to make sure for those who don't know, and there may be some absolute beginners and beginners, and maybe even some advanced players. Because honestly speaking, I didn't learn about inversions until later on life. And later on in life, I learned about the importance of understanding what a inverted chord was. So all it is, because chords are based off of the major scale, which is based off of the degree of the major scale. So you have a triad with the formula 1, 3, and 5. The first degree, the third degree, and the fifth degree of the major scale. Example in key of A. So if we did the major scale, you have the first, third, and fifth degree of that particular chord. So if we're in A and we did the major scale and we go to the 3 or the 1, let's start with the 1, the A, right? So that's the 1. And then we went to the 3, which is C sharp. And then we go to the 5, which is E. See that? That's the 5. So what we do is we take each one of those degrees and play them together, and we have a triad. Now, a lot of times what we see is we see a triad which is played with another note, because tri means 3. So how do you play a chord that has 3 notes only, but you're playing 4 strings? One is because you're playing an octave. So you have that A here on the 7th fret on the D string, and then you have the A here on the 5th fret on the E string. So that's an octave. So we play, so all we're playing is together. So that's how you play 4 strings, but only playing 3 notes, okay? Because the ones are the same. So, okay? So now we know that that triad is a 1, 3, and 5, right? First, third, and fifth degree. So when they talk about playing an inverted chord, all are we doing is we're taking that third degree, or first, third, and fifth, and we're changing the order of the chord. So instead of playing that 1 first, we can play the 3 first. Then we'll play 3, 5, and 1. And that would be the first inversion, because the root inversion would include the root note, which is the A. But if we went and said, okay, we're going to play the first inversion of that the A major triad, we will play the 3 first, then we play the 5, and then we play the 1. And that's the first inversion. I always mix it up when I'm talking about it, because what happens is I call the root the first inversion, because it's almost like, well, if that's the first chord, but that's not the way it is done in music theory. So when they say they're going to invert the chord and play the first inversion, you know that you're going to play the third of that particular chord, which is C sharp. Start on C sharp, then you play your E and A, and you have your inverted first inverted chord, okay? So the root includes the root. The first inversion starts on the third of the chord. Your 3, 5, and 1. And then the second inversion of that particular chord starts on the 5. So if the 5 is E, we'll play the E here. Let's go this way. We'll play the E right here. See right here? We have the E, then we have the 1, which is the A. And then we have the 3, right? So it's 5, 1, 3. That is the second inversion of an A major triad, second inversion. And playing quartet and gospel, especially quartet, that first and second inversion is very important. Playing gospel music as a whole, that second and first inversion will open up so many possibilities for you, because you'll hear me play. And all I did was inverted those chords. So second inversion of the A major, first inversion of the A major, and this is the root. Hear it? I just played it up here, okay? I just played it up top. See that? So we have root, first, second, okay? So see, so you can take and move those inversions all over the guitar and come up with some really creative things. So if I took that movement and I said, okay, I'm going to play a 1, 2, 1, flat 7, 4, and 1. Sounds crazy, right? Let's try it. So let's do, that's the 1, 2, 1, flat 7, 4, and back to the 1. And those are all different inversions of a chord. So I did the second inversion. This is a minor triad. That's the 2 of A. Then the first inversion of A, right? Then I did the first inversion of the G major triad. Then I played the 4, which is the D, and I played the second inversion. And then I played the second inversion of the A. Okay? So we have okay? Or we can take and play this progression. We can play the second inversion of A. Okay, second inversion of A. 2, that would be the B minor. First inversion of A. Right? 5, that's the second inversion of the E. Then to the 4, second inversion of the D, and then second inversion. Excuse me. That would be the second inversion. But if I add the root, that's different because I'm putting the A on the bottom. Okay? So what does it sound like? It sounds like this. Here we go. I could play that root, okay? Instead of this one. Okay? This is the root one. And this is second inversion. Okay? Again. This is the second inversion of the A major triad. This is a B minor triad. I'm just playing the first 3 strings on the 7th fret. And then I'm playing the first inversion of an A major triad, starting on the 3, 5, and 1. Then I'm playing the second inversion of the E major triad. Then I'm playing the second inversion of the D major triad. And then I'm playing the root of the A. See that? So what do we have? Again. Now, what if we took and added little nuances to what we just played? Okay, I would call this maybe first, early, second level playing. So we went. See that? Once again, by adding these notes and give it more nuances, right? We started out just playing just the inverted chords. So what I did was I just played first the second inversion, and then I added that E, okay, with a whole step. Then from E, I would play the D here, right? Play the A and added the B. Add a B there on the E. So still playing that B. Then to the 4, which is the D, played the A. And then back to the 1. So by adding simple things to the chord, it opens it up. Playing major chords, major triads, and playing inversions and adding little extra notes to it, it really opens up your playing to, it sounds melodic, I should say. It sounds melodic. So right? And that's all it is to it. And if we wanted to play like arpeggios, what are arpeggios? All an arpeggio is playing the notes within the chord. So if we was to play, and then playing just single notes. So if we was to play a second inversion of a major triad, so we'll play the 5, 1, and 3, and just playing each note, or playing it backwards. See? Yeah. See that? Just by doing that, I want a whole step, or I can play the 2 like we played it earlier. Yeah, we're going to play that note there. We're going to play that C, right? Again. So that's playing a major triad, playing a minor triad, and just adding simple notes and inverting the chord will open up like you're playing so much. That. Let me do it again, okay? See that? Real simple stuff. If you take your time and go over this stuff, it is not complicated. I appreciate you guys viewing. I only want to come on here for a few minutes. I'm going back to work. I have a lot of stuff to do before we do this boot camp, which is happening this Saturday. And if you are interested in being a part of my gospel guitar boot camp, I have a beginners and I have an intermediate advanced class opening up this Saturday. And if you're interested in becoming a part of the boot camp, you can just go to the website, kevinwilsonguitar.com, kevinwilsonguitar.com, and sign up. And I'll be there with you on Saturday. We'll do it the 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks. Every Saturday, I think the first one starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, and then the second one is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next 6 weeks. I'll be spending 2 hours with each class, and I'm telling you, I have a bunch of great information I'll be sharing, and I really look forward, to seeing you guys there, okay? All right, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right? Until the next time, I'm out.